guys, welcome back. I am looking like crap today. I am so sorry. I just wanted to start something new today. As I've mentioned in other videos, I am a restaurant owner. My mom owns it, but technically my brother and I are gonna inherit that shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. So since I work in a restaurant, and many of you that work retail can empathize and sympathize and rapidize. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. I was just looking for a third word. Because I work in the restaurant business, I encounter some very positive people, some very angry people, some very strange people. Like, seriously, I had no idea people like that existed, people. And I wanted to share a story each time and also do a sort of get ready with me type of video. I'm not a makeup artist. I know I'm not. I used to play with makeup a lot, but the older I've been getting, the less I've been doing it. Partially because I sweat so much when I'm at work. It's just disgusting. I'm just pouring water beads all down my face. I'm just moist everywhere. And the other reason is I value my sleep more than getting up early to prepare this face for a lot of makeup. And also because my fingers go numb. I have severe carpal tunnel in both hands. As I say that with a smile on my face. It's not a good thing. I wanted to get this surgery, but people are like, no, don't do it. There's exercises for it. Yada, yada, yada. I just, I'm living with it and it sucks, but it is what it is. So today I decided to share with you the most recent fiasco that has happened at my restaurant. We are very nice people. Obviously, when it's been a hard day and there's a lot of shenanigans that have happened throughout the day, it's kind of hard to keep a smile on your face. And I have mentioned a lot that I am not a person that can hide their feelings. Like, you can tell right away from my face when I'm bothered. And I think a lot of people can see that and like are standoffish, and there's some people that just want to attack. So there's the story I'm gonna tell you that happened a few days ago. And in the meantime, I'm going to start putting some makeup to look a little decent. I'm looking kind of dead over here. No eyebrows and darkness under my eyes is just not beautiful. I'm just looking nasty. So I saw this when I went shopping last Sunday with my cousin and his fiance. It's a lunchbox. I wanted to use it as like a clutch because lately I've been using backpacks to take stuff in. And then sometimes we decide to like go have a drink somewhere and I don't want to take my big ass backpack into the restaurant. It's just too bulky. So I saw this at GameStop and was like, this needs to be in my life. This needs to be mine. So I decided to use this as my makeup bag when I'm using my backpacks, of course. And all my lovelies are in here that I will be using, and I will show you what it is and note down below where I got it, if it's not obvious, So we're gonna start. My face is already moisturized. I do that in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Vaseline on my lips because they are a little bit dry. I don't know, my lips get really dry really fast. And the weather is coming where they're just gonna be a forest of dry skin. Where is my, there we go. Gonna do my eyebrows first because that's just what I do. And I just brushed them a little like so. Tame them just a little bit, So for my brows, I use this palette that I bought a while ago at Ross. It's from Jasmine LaBelle. It's the only place I've ever heard of that brand. And obviously you can see which one I use the most. I just use that to fill in my gaps. So the story goes, it was a really busy Saturday, first of all, or Friday, my bad. And, people get very impatient. You see that there's only like 2 people and it's a full house, and they still expect you to give them fast service. And we have at the register, there's a sign that says 15 minutes minimum wait. Obviously, if you see a lot of people around you, you know it's not going to take 15 minutes. It's going to take longer because there's more people in front of you. So that's 15 minutes added per person that's waiting. But people don't think about that. And because they're coming from the train and they're in a rush, they want things done right away. So those are the type of people that we encounter. But this particular day, this lady comes in and her husband had just purchased his meal. And with our food, with our pupusas, you know, we make our salsa. Everything is prepared there. Nothing is already made and we just like add to it. Like we season our meat and cook it and prepare it. You know, we do all that stuff with our beans, our cheese, everything. And I think this lady, it was her first time there. And our salsa, I think with any salsa, but ours is a little bit more water-based, a little bit more watery, but not a lot. There's still chunk in there. It's just not chunky salsa. We don't make chunky salsa. And every other place I've seen that I've eaten at, it's not chunky either. So this lady comes back and she brings in her containers of salsa and everything has settled to the bottom, but she hasn't noticed this. She's just livid at the fact that she had to pay extra for the salsa. Like, honey, it took time to make that salsa. It's not easy to make it. We don't make a lot. So, you know, it's a business and you might feel that we're robbing you or taking money from you for every little thing. But until you own a restaurant and understand like all the expenses that you go through and things you need to make money out of to cover those expenses, don't say anything to me, okay? Because a restaurant is completely different from any other business that you might have out there. From like running an Etsy store or running a clothing store or running a marketing business. Like restaurant is totally different, okay? So people just forget that and they assume that everything comes free just because you pay for your one entree. But unfortunately, we're living off of that. That's how we pay our employees. That's how we pay the rent. That's how we pay bills. And last is how the owners get paid. But we don't get anything until after everyone else is paid off. So 3 years already into this and we're still barely out of the red. Like we're barely in the green, just a little bit. Not enough for us to be like, okay, we're gonna hire staff for the front and never be here again. Like we're not at that level yet. And obviously it's not people's place either to understand, but it is what it is. We have to charge for our shit. And if you don't like it, don't buy it or don't do it again or don't come back. Like, I know a lot of people use that excuse, well, we're never coming back, or we're gonna write a bad review on Yelp. It doesn't faze me because with one person that leaves upset for no reason, really, I get 20 more positive people into my life. So you do you, boo. You do you. She comes in with her little things of salsa, and she's like, you're selling watered down salsa. What is this? I'm Salvadorian and this isn't Salvadorian salsa. And I was just like mad because she had a tone already with me. Like, you want me to be nice to you, you be nice to me, but you're being mean, so I'm gonna reciprocate. Sorry. And I told her, that's just how we make our salsa. I'm sorry if you don't like it. We can give you your money back. And she was just trying to make a point that is not Salvadorian salsa. It's like, honey, not everyone makes their food the same. Not everybody has the same recipe for their food. Everybody adds their own touch to it. So if you have eaten somewhere else, or if you make your salsa a certain way, it doesn't freaking mean that I make it the same way too. Like, there's no rule book that says Salvadorian salsa has to be made this way with these specific ingredients, blah, 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 you know? No, everyone makes it different. But she was just pissed off because she had to pay extra for the salsa. And again, I'm not going to get into that. It's a business. If you want salsa, buy it. If you want something extra and you like it, then pay for it, okay? Don't complain. Don't walk in with an attitude. Don't say stupid shit. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Plain and simple. Common sense. You can't buy stuff, don't go out. Because it's not my fault that you can't pay for the stuff you want. It's not. So it's the constant fight I have with people. Not everybody, but there'll be some that'll trickle in that want free stuff, and it's like it's not my fault your wallet is empty and you decided to go out to buy something just because you feel entitled to stuff. No, okay? It's not gonna phase with me. Whatever. You don't like it, whatever. So she was livid, she said, you guys aren't Salvadorian, obviously. That just struck a nerve. I was like, bitch! You did not just tell me that I am not Salvadorian because of the salsa. Really? We're not known for our salsas, okay? We're known for our pupusas. You haven't even had them and you're already judging us and criticizing? Like, seriously? That just pissed me off. So I told her, I'm sorry, ma'am, but we are Salvadorian, and if you don't like the salsa, then, here's your money back. So she left pissed. She was mumbling something, but I just kept talking over her, saying, bye, have a nice day. One of these days, I'm going to get punched in the face. I really am. And she just walked out, right? So a customer comes in afterwards, old man. He's a customer from the beginning. And, I had to vent, and I was telling him what just happened. And the problem is when I'm pissed, doesn't matter what mood actually, I'll cry. And I was shaking because of how mad I was because she was so ignorant. And he's like, some people, they're not happy with anything. So I helped him with his food because he bought a tray of pupusas. And when I walked outside, I always look at the ground, and I happened to look down and I saw that it was wet. And then I saw what looked like our containers. The bish threw her salsas on the floor, okay? That's how angry she was. And what just made me mad was that it's hot in the kitchen. It's time consuming to boil all the ingredients. It's time consuming to bring that huge pot down and blend everything. That machine is heavy. It's time consuming to put all the salsas in their little containers because we run out so fast. And because this lady was pissed off, the number one reason she was pissed off was because she had to pay extra. If you don't have a couple of dollars for extra anything, you have no business going out buying shit, okay? I'm telling you right now, all right? And she has the nerve to throw our stuff on the floor. I take that personal because it's time consuming and it's tedious work. Like working in a kitchen for strangers and having people complain for every little thing is not easy. And then, the people that hear about it aren't the kitchen staff. It's the people in the front, So it really, I was like, wow, she threw everything on the floor. He's like, really? No, that's mean. That's not right. I said, whatever. If she doesn't want to come back, that's her problem. If she comes back, I'll remember her. And I'll laugh in the inside because I'll be like, I knew you liked our food. Causing a scene for no reason. You look like an idiot, okay? You look like an idiot for acting like that. Causing a scene over salsa, okay? A scene over salsa. Like, people, get your lives together. If you don't like that you paid extra, don't come back and go buy yourself your salsa that you like or make your own. But don't say things because it doesn't get you anywhere. It just makes you look like an idiot in the end. So it was just crazy. I'm gonna use this LA Girl Pro Conceal to just conceal these dark areas under my eyes. And yeah, so we're not rude. I know when people are being rude and it sucks, but all of us try to give the best customer service we can, but there's never anybody that's happy. There's always going to be that one person that complains about everything, and you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. And it's hard to keep your mouth shut because you want to defend yourself, and You know, the fact that she told me that I'm not Salvadorian, it's like, you don't know me, lady. How can you even assume that just because the salsa isn't made the way that you're used to, the way that your grandma probably made it? You know, I'm sure she made you bomb-ass salsa, but for you to be telling me, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. I haven't worn this in a while. But for you to be saying like that I'm not Salvadorian, or that the restaurant, you know, we're not Salvadorian because we don't make the salsa right, that's stupid in your part. You know, you don't go to Pollo Loco and say, you know, your salsa didn't like the restaurant over here where I went in Mexico. It's like, you work with what you got, honey. Mexico has those ingredients available, and over here they probably don't. So, you know, it's like, why do you think there's so many Chinese restaurants or so many Mexican restaurants? Because not everybody's recipe is the same. My fingers are going numb already. Great. Everyone does their food different. And, you know, it caters to different taste buds. But for you to come in and cause a scene like that, like, girl, you got problems. I feel bad for the husband. Like, what kind of abuse does he take at home? I hope I'm not like that with my husband. Like, I try to be nice. And if I sound mean, we're just playing around. Like, I'm not trying to really insult him or, like, belittle him. But people that walk in with that attitude, like, who do you think you are? She's like, you're robbing people. You're robbing people with watered down salsa. And then, you know, there was a puddle of salsa that was outside from what she threw. And there was chunks of tomato there. Like, there were chunks. She just needed to shake the little things and not have a fucking conniption. What's a conniption, by the way? I hear that that's how it's used, but I've never actually... Oh, I like this. I actually like this. Look how it left my skin. Ooh. Oh! So yeah, what do you guys think about that? I really don't know what to say. Like, that girl, she's got problems. I'm not really going to do an eyeshadow look. Well, maybe. I bought this Naughty Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette from a lady that comes by the restaurant, so it's probably a knockoff, but I like the colors anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this orangey color. It's called Xmas Kiss. I always use my fingers. I'm not about the brush life right now. Plus, I'm not good at like blending colors together. And I'm feeling this color right now because fall is coming. I'm so excited. Halloween, Thanksgiving. Very nice. So, have you guys ever had pupusas? If you don't know what they are, it's a thick handmade tortilla out of corn flour, and we fill them from the inside. They have cheese, and it's another item. So what we serve are chicken ones, chicken and cheese, chorizo and cheese, which chorizo for us is not the Mexican red chorizo, it's actually sausage. We make sausages, and we put some of that sausage in our pupusas as well. That one smells so good. It smells like pizza. We do garlic ones, minced garlic and cheese. There's jalapeno and cheese. We have 12 different flavors. And a pupusa is not a pupusa without cheese, guys, okay? It's like a quesadilla. Quesadilla is not a quesadilla without cheese. So it does kind of irk me sometimes when people don't want cheese in it, but I understand it's a lifestyle or dietary problem, you know, that they can't have dairy, but we can always substitute it with beans. It just won't be a pupusa if you make it without either or. So I try to stress that a lot when they come in and don't want cheese. I'm like, well, we can put beans, and it tastes good. It has to have either the bean or the cheese because it just wouldn't be the same. So yeah, have you guys ever had any? And if you have, like, where are these places? Because I honestly have not tried any other places in a while. I used to go to one that my cousin's friend owns, but I don't know if he still owns it. I don't know. I heard that they're out of business, but I get that all the time. So-and-so's out of business. And then I hear from other people, no, they're still in business. I don't know what that's all about. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a thin eyeliner, and then mascara, and some Jeffree Star. Yeah. The highlighter has colors that look like blush, so I just wear that as a combo. But I'm gonna do this. This is from Forever 21. Really easy to use, and I like it because it makes the line really, really thin. And I just do like the downward eyeliner. So like, what do you guys think? Am I overreacting, or like, put yourself in my shoes? I'm sure if you work retail or if you work in a restaurant, you know what I'm talking about. Like when people spaz out at McDonald's employees, you know how much bullshit they gotta deal with on a daily basis because people want extra everything and they want it free, and it has to be free because this is a corporation and they can afford it. No, honey, they don't owe you anything. You're paying for the food they're making you, and they gotta buy their products. Obviously it's a bad example because it's McDonald's and they're huge, but small mom and pop shops, like, if they give you something free, you should consider yourself really lucky, because not a lot of places do that. I'm gonna be telling you these stories, but I'm not telling them to like complain about people all the time. It's just, you know, the realities of having a business and having to deal with people like that. It happens, and I thought I would be immune to it because I'm so nice, and so is my mom. But being nice in that kind of business doesn't get you anywhere. You know, you never get out of your hole. You end up just staying there. Lastly, I'm going to use the Lights Camera Flashes mascara from my eyelashes. Oh my god, this is what happens because my eyes water. Ugh, the struggle. It's another reason why I don't wear eye makeup. That happens. Today I don't feel like doing my lower lashes, but I need to clean that because it's bothering me. Okay. Let's go back to that Naughty palette and try to add a little bit of that orange. Oh my god, that's so annoying! I don't do makeup tutorials anymore because my makeup skills have gone. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in the Jeffree Star's 24 karat palette. Look at these colors, so gorgeous. I like this one right here. It's called Legendary. I'm gonna go ahead and put that with this. Yes, girl, yes! Right. And then last, I'm gonna go ahead and put this lipstick. The same lady that sold me that Kylie Jenner palette was selling these MAC lipsticks, and this one's called Cream in Your Coffee. Pretty color. I love it. It's a more natural look. I don't do contour, guys, so that's why I really skip that step. But this is my look for today. I know it's very plain Jane, but it is what it is. This is just how I do my makeup lately. I've been doing it this way, and I feel it's the biggest step I took was putting this cushion foundation, but I love it. I really love this. Let me know if you enjoyed the story time. Like, am I in the wrong here for getting angry at her for, you know, getting pissed off? Like, was she in the right? I need to like explain myself to everybody for them to be like, no, it's true, you're right. It's just ridiculous because we don't owe people free stuff. It's a business. Business is business. It's nothing personal. So, you know, don't shoot at me that I'm not Salvadorian just because the salsa isn't the way that you like it, okay? that's different. Now, if the salsa was spoiled, that's another story. But because it's not what you've had in other places, that's not a reason for you to give me a bad review on Yelp. It really isn't. You need to check yourself before you do stuff like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story time. Let me know if you want to hear more stories, because I got plenty. 3 years worth. So yeah, let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.